Hi guys, Stark's Warehouse here once again. Back with another video of actually making the resin cast this time. Last time I didn't feel that the plaster mould was dry enough to pour the resin into, so I left it another day to dry out, and it is still a little bit damp because plaster does take quite a while to dry, but I feel happy pouring into it. So we're going to mix the resin up. As before, in the last videos that I've used before, I'm using Smoothcast 65D by Smooth-On. That comes in two parts. It's a 1:1 ratio. So we're going to mix one part A up and one part B. Mix them together and that will cause the resin to set. So I'm just going to mix, I mix 100ml to start with. 100ml of each to start with to end up with 200ml. Pour that in and then see how we go. There we go, so once we've got the two parts, part A and part B, I'm going to mix them together in this bowl. Give them a good mix, start the catalyst, and then pour it into the mould. Before we start, I'll make sure the mould's clean of any debris, because it has been left outside, so there's some leaves and things blowing into it. Should be okay. Righty-ho. I have these wooden stirring sticks here, and I'm just going to use to mix them together. Get as much as you can out of the resin. So for one, the ratios are mixed correct, and for two, you don't waste any. It's pretty expensive stuff, so really don't want to be wasting any, if possible. Gives that all a really good mix, and then we're just going to dump the resin inside the mould. That's actually a hell of a lot more resin than I thought. This is enough resin to actually make a solid piece. I was actually making to make a hollow piece, but I guess a solid piece it is for now, but I can always make a hollow piece and a solid piece if need be. Pick this up because it's not actually that deep, so I'm just going to run it around the edges so that it gets to all the high points, or with it being upside down it would be the low points. Keep it moving. Okay, if there's anything to be learned by what I've just done, maybe it's not to rush and put a few coats of resin down rather than one thick coat. Maybe should have put 3 or 4 coats down, because it's still soft at the minute, but it's hard that you can't actually do anything with it. But maybe a few coats, because, like I say, because the backside is not even and flat at all. I mean, I know I only wanted a hollow piece, so I wasn't expecting to fill it up like this. But we'll take it out when it's set and see how it's gone from there. But with it being solid, I'm not sure how it's going to come out either. There's one thing that I did remember whilst I was just switching this around, is that I never put any mould release in it, which is a completely stupid thing to do, because now I could have ruined not only the cast but the mould itself. So now I'm kind of worrying as to how it's actually going to come out. But once it sets, I'll pull it out and we'll have a look. Okay, so it's now had enough time to cool down and set. I'm going to try and get this thing out now, see if it comes out. Got a bad feeling about it, so... Damn. Okay, we've finally got it, but I would actually advise doing against what I did, because in the end I couldn't actually get it out because I was stupid enough to not put any mould release in there, so I actually had to smash the mould. Now in this case with me, this doesn't matter too much because I was only going to pull one cast from the mould, take it with me over to Canada, and then remold it over there anyway. But if you also wanted to make more than one cast from it, then don't go this route. But yeah, I've got to break it off, so the top half of the mould, as you can see, a lot of plaster is still stuck inside the cast. So we're going to have to see how this can all come out. There we have it. It's out. Let's try and get some of this plaster out. Okay, it's coming off alright. But it's a shame that the mould was completely ruined in the process. But there we have it. On finished cast of the Walt Disney World Showcase trash can plaque. So there we go, so that'll be going with me to Canada. I'll be remoulding it over there. Probably cleaning it up as well, cleaning the edges up and things. And then I can make as many as I want. And then while I'm there, I'll try and get it painted up to spec as well. So it's not turned out quite as expected, but thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you next in Canada.